Hey guys, yesterday around 4:30 we left Illinois and we tried so hard to leave earlier and it just didn't happen because of the wedding. We weren't really prepared for the move, so we left around 4:30, probably closer to 5, and hit the road. And next time we'll just get up and get things done and leave earlier. But we are in Missouri. I think the name of this town is like Chillicothe or Chillicothe. I don't know, something around how you pronounce that. But we're about an hour and a half from Kansas City, Missouri, and that was our kind of goal. Our actual goal yesterday was to make it to Kansas, which didn't happen. So this is where we ended up last night. We drove till a little past 10 o'clock last night, and my husband started getting really sleepy, and we were just both really sleepy. We would have fallen asleep at the wheel. We are horrible night drivers. So the kids were passed out in the back seat, which was basically prime time for us to drive, but we just really couldn't make it. We really just couldn't do it. We are exhausted at night. So anyways, we just ended up here, which is a Walmart parking lot. And we pulled in really late, and I thought that we were doing good by parking here, but lo and behold, I come up and all these cars are around us. So we may just have to like back up a tad bit to get out. But yeah, this is only our second ever time parking here at Walmart, because we much rather prefer truck stops. But there were no truck stops around for another 90 miles. And we're not gonna wait another 90 miles for my husband to fall asleep at the wheel. And I offered to take over, but in reality I was tired too. So I just probably would have forced myself to stay awake kind of thing. And anyways, this is our first time pulling the new RV with all of our stuff in it, and about like right below where the TV is hanging from the ceiling, like basically a majority of that stuff fell down. So a lot of stuff fell down, but it's okay. You know, we have to learn how to strap down things and stuff anyways. Nothing breakable fell. There's a lot of movies and the children's stuff that we had up there. Anyways, this is how we packed up the back of the truck. My bike, our stairs, propane, the kids' bikes, the wagon, our cooler, because this is the only basement that we have right there, and it is only about a foot deep. So not really much stuff can be held in there. And that is our propane. And we did turn on our propane last night so that we could have our fridge back on, because I could already smell my bananas in the freezer melting. So we make smoothies a lot. And so we just turned that on. I really wish that there was a better way to keep things cool while we're driving down the road. And for those of you who don't remember, we are headed to California, and we have to be there by Saturday night. And so we're traveling from Illinois to California, and this is definitely one of those things where do as I say, not as I do kind of things, because we are really pushing it with 2 kids. If we did not have 2 children, we would just drive straight through and probably take turns and be fine. But since we have kids, driving so many hours a day, or driving straight through is just not an option. It's just not recommended to push your time, especially, you know, if you're a full-time RVer. The whole goal is to just have fun, take your time, see the sights, and just explore what's around you on your way to your destination. That's not happening here. We are basically going to drive straight through and see how long the kids can deal with being in the car, and go by however they kind of guide us. So it is, I think, 1,800 miles. I think it's 1,800 miles from Illinois to our destination, California. We did find a spot to stay at in California. It's at our friend's house. We have actually many friends in California, but none of them are in the area of his cousin's wedding. So our friend's house is about 2 hours away, and her and her husband are letting us stay there, either in her driveway or in her yard. Her backyard is like a big field. So we're gonna be staying there for at least a week. And our goal was to get down to San Diego, Oceanside area. His aunt lives in Oceanside, and she's wonderful. However, she lives in an apartment building and doesn't have anywhere for us to park at all. And Oceanside is, I don't think they have any RV parks that I'm aware of. If you've never been there, I think it's mainly like military town. They have a base there. And our other goal is to get to San Diego. His best friend lives in San Diego, and he hasn't seen him in 6 years. I want to say 6 years, roughly. But they talk on the phone all the time. Sorry guys, like every other day or so. I'm really tired, so that's why the camera's all wobbly. It is like 7-ish in the morning, but yesterday was exhausting, so everyone is still asleep in the RV, or else I would take you in the RV and show you what a hot mess it is, because of stuff falling and whatnot. But anyways, we wanted to get to San Diego and Oceanside, but I just don't know if that's gonna happen. There's just nowhere to park our RV, and his best friend asked his church and asked his pastor, and I don't know if he asked his pastor, but he asked someone in his church, and they said that we could just do overnight parking, and then we would have to leave in the morning. So, which really stinks. His friend goes to a mega church, which we're not fans of mega churches. However, if you are aware of how big the church is, you know their parking lots are massive, like so stinking ridiculously huge. So I'm a little disappointed that we couldn't just stay in the parking lot for like a few days at least. So I really don't know what we're gonna do about that. I don't know. I would really love to get down there and see his aunt and Jeff, his best friend, and where we're staying at our friends right now in California. When we get there, it would be about, I think, around a five-ish hour drive, and making a 5-hour drive with the kids is just not fun at all. It's already not the greatest going cross country without having to stop and stay at a campground overnight. The rest of this trip, we will be staying at truck stops or Walmarts. I asked my husband if he wanted to stay at a casino and see if we could do that, because I heard that casinos will give you a free night to stay over to kind of like encourage you to gamble. Thankfully, we are not gamblers, nor do we have addictive behaviors like that if we did do something like that. So maybe we'll see a casino on the way. Actually, I think that our route is taking us through Vegas or in the general area, because my husband was telling me about how incredibly hot it is right now in Vegas. And right now it's very, very cool here in Missouri, and it's actually perfect weather. Actually, I think I'm gonna let you go so I can wake up everyone so we can leave right now, since the weather is basically perfect to go. But anyways, this is where we're staying tonight, and we are on our way to leave hopefully shortly after the children and we all eat. So our truck is not trashed quite yet. The kids got clothes and toys, but I mean, it's not that bad. Usually on trips like this, our car gets trashed fairly quickly. Within like the first day, it's like just trashed. We actually have a trash bag set up. So, all right guys, I'll let you go. That's the update. Bye.